r/boxoffice. Champsa0202 says. The Pope's Exorcist releases this weekend. What are your predictions? Included photo. Hawky Edge says. Couple 2/3 million bucks. Hiloim Direct says. What is this, Regi? MR_English_teacher says. My prediction is that they're going to get the demon out. Abe2Sapien says. I think it's going to underperform. I pretty much only socialize with horror fans on social media and I've seen maybe 5 people who are actually looking forward to this. Successful_leopard45 says. 5 million. Mr. Zombiculus says. Get ready for another Mario at the box office. Crow gonna exorcise some demons and moolah. Bearbonashikan says. Clubbed like a baby seal. Zash Manson says. Flop. Samirian_barbarian says. Looks terrible. AYAMM69 says. I love this type of movies. The Exorcist of Jesus Christ was a cinema masterpiece that had twists and turns and even a zombie-possessed Jesus Christ demon bum rush into a jump scare for no reason. Chef's kiss. Funtime Complains says. It's based on the real fake files. Looks awful. Eric3655 says. I predict people will continue to go watch Super Mario Bros. Big Beleb says. Unless if Russell Crowe goes barbaric mode and starts throwing telephones, I'd say this could go somewhere under Rainfield, so 7 meters maybe. iBanj Film Educator 13 says. 2 movies you would think belong in October opening in mid-April. Fat Minimum Wage Life says. Horror typically does okay. Finishes at maybe 25-30 meters domestic. I don't know, I'm an idiot. If it doesn't get word of mouth spread then it's below. r/box office. Some Mockadile says. Universal Islands of Adventure shutting down Poseidon's Fury, likely Lost Continent retheming to Hyrule on the way, Zelda movie greenlit behind the scenes. So in the theme park industry, news broke out today that the last ride in the Lost Continent in Universal's Islands of Adventure, Poseidon's Fury, was going to permanently close on May 9th. In the last 2 years, Lost Continent was heavily rumored to be rethemed to Hyrule, with blueprints of ride concepts being leaked online early a few years ago, similar to the designs for Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe in Orlando. Could Universal be planning a Zelda movie and theme park land in the next few years based upon the reception to the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Or is this all just a coincidence? LuceSeal88 says. Stretching really hard to make this relevant to this subreddit. That said, I don't think they're gonna randomly stick Hyrule in Islands of Adventure and then put the rest of the Nintendo properties in Epic Universe. It's not like Potter, where you can connect with a train. My prediction would be either another Potter add-on to go next to Hogsmeade or a different non-Potter, non-Nintendo property getting its own mini-land. Alternatively, it may just be Poseidon's Fury getting a modern update, but staying as its own thing. The announcement honestly read to me as if they are just enhancing it, but now speculation is running wild that it's gone for good and is making me realize that was just wishful thinking on my part. Extreme Monk 2183 says. Or, I always liked Poseidon's Fury. Even if you had to stand the whole time. Are they shutting down the fancy restaurant nearby too? Purple_Quail_4193 says. Why'd I find out on the box office sub that Poseidon's Fury is closing? Venomendoza09 says. I'm quite sad to hear this. That was easily my favorite experience at the park. I'm glad I got to go before COVID hit at least. Valkyria_Knight881 says. Imagine if in 2 decades, the Nintendo movies become so popular that most of the rides in Universal parks are themed after Nintendo IP. not take a username says. It'd probably be in Super Nintendo World. The Lost Continent will likely be rethemed to something else. However, a Zelda movie is likely, but hopefully not by Illumination. r/boxoffice. The Wolf says. $1 billion and the chances they have. Here are films I think had potential of 1 billion and why. Ranked by the highest chance Mario, we all know it's making $1 billion. I knew since day one and honestly it's doing better than expected. Fast X F9 did great for the pandemic and it made 700 million and was the third highest grossing movie of the year in terms of just Hollywood films and fifth including the 2 films from China. More moviegoers are returning to the movies, so I think if this film is really good $1 billion is easy, but even if it's not, F9 got bad reviews and still was successful. Little Mermaid, this I think will either come close or make it. 800 to 900 at the lowest MO. Disney remakes have never been well received, but they've always been successful, and Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Aladdin all made $1 billion, and even with a bunch of people being mad at the casting it's still got a chance at $1 billion or close. Indiana Jones, this is the biggest wildcard because I feel like this might have that Top Gun Maverick appeal, but I gotta say as a Indy fan the trailers aren't impressing me and I feel like this might be too late for another Indiana Jones. I feel like this film will either be a huge success like Top Gun Maverick bringing back older moviegoers for nostalgia, or this will be Ghostbusters Afterlife. Just an okay legacy sequel that people forget about that doesn't make too much money. This one is super hard, but I think this will entirely depend on reviews. Transformers Rise of the Beast, this likely won't make it, but it put it here in case I'm surprised. Last Night and Bumblebee didn't make that much of an impression and I'm not sure this will be different. But since this is a reboot there's some potential, and if it's actually good maybe Transformers fans will enjoy it, but otherwise I say 700 million at the most. Guardians Volume 3, this, I think has the most chance out of any Phase 5 movie, but it truly depends on reviews. Because Ant-Man did so bad I'm worried for this film. I hope it makes $1 billion, but at most I think it could end up in between Wakanda Forever and Doctor Strange 2, which is good. The Flash, I'm not sure about this one, but no way is it making $1 billion. I think it has the lowest chance out of any of these. Because The Batman made 700 million and even with the multiverse fanciful stuff I'm not sure that's strong enough to push it past $1 billion or even the Batman's numbers. And I've seen the leaks, and unless this movie is really amazing like Tom Cruise said, this probably won't make $1 billion, but will do better than the last 60 CEU movies, which isn't a compliment but it's. Bob Train 666 says. Saying Mario will be the only billion grosser is dumb. 2023 box office is better by every metric compared to 2022 box office. And in 2022, we had 3 billion grossers. So why would we have fewer billion grossers in a year that is better at the box office? Bob Train 666 says. Finally, someone with a sane and reasonable take on Fast X. 90% of the predictions of Fast X on this sub are saying it will make less than F9, and the only way those people are justifying that prediction is by saying I didn't like F9 so there is no way Fast X can make $1 billion, which is a ridiculous argument, as F9 was fairly well received, according to Post-Track. Su_Impact says. I think Little Mermaid will do under 600. International markets won't care for it, they'll just wait for streaming. Mario will obviously make $1 billion. GOTG 3 might come close. Mission Impossible 2, Tom Cruise is that last box office draw guarantee lead actor of current times. Flash will end close to 700 mil if word of mouth is positive, and if no more Ezra Miller articles come out close to the release date. Aquaman 2, Marvel's, Indy 5, Fast X, Transformers Beast Wars will all be disappointments bow-wise when compared to previous installments. 600 to 700 mil maximum. Intelligent Age 2786 says. I think Guardians might be able to get $800 million. Don't know about $1 billion. Traditional wishbone says Indiana Jones -1. 3B Little Mermaid, 1B Fast X, 900 meters, 1.1B. Transformers, 700 meter Guardians, 800 meter Flash, 1.2B. Marvel's 700 meter Aquaman, no idea. If it's horrible, then 300 meters. If good, then 900 M+. Because of shitty audience tastes, a great movie like Dungeons and Dragons got ignored this year, while lazy movies will be blockbusters. Audience is the enemy of cinema. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.